Come on! Oh!
The UK is in a bit of a stormy pickle, as this video from Big Jet TV shows. Storm Eunice from the Central Atlantic was brought up by the jet stream, hitting the UK and Ireland very hard, breaking numerous wind speed records. My flight lesson has been cancelled, my power keeps going out, so I thought I'd have a little go at flying the 787 on Microsoft Flight Sim into Heathrow Airport. Took a few attempts to get on the ground, but flying through Eunice was certainly an exciting challenge, and I enjoyed every second. Probably won't be able to fly virtually later today, because that's when the worst wind is meant to hit me. So if you are in the UK, I hope you stay safe. But anyway, it was great fun. Here we are descending down into Heathrow for the first time. We've got about a 60-70 headwind at the moment that occasionally gusted more towards a crosswind, resulting in a very challenging experience. By far the most difficult landing I've ever had to do a Microsoft Flight Sim in an airliner, going off live weather. Anyway, I have of course played around with the wind speed before. I'm going to let you enjoy this first go around. Let me be honest, I did not land, it was horrible. Being truthful, how close I got to the ground, well, there'd probably be an air accident investigation into it if it was real life. Luckily it's not, and no one was virtually hurt. I hope my passengers are okay. But yes, let's get down into London Heathrow. Winds does pick up as we get closer, and it was so fun. If you do live in the UK or just want to have a bit of fun, I do recommend you try out live weather if you can, and in real life I do hope you stay safe. Let's get down. So pretty gnarly go around there. My approach definitely didn't help. I came in way too high, but let's have another go.
Landing gear.
Here we are coming around the reservoirs to the east of, or west I should say, of London Heathrow, turning back around, and look on there, I mean we're getting 60-70 knots. And here we are again, coming in for another go. Let's see how it goes. Here we've got a bit of a spotter view. Ignore the houses popping in, not too sure what that's about, looks funny, but look how realistic this looks. To be fair, if you look at this squinted, it does look pretty good. And here we go. Bit of a flip to the left there, we need to get back up. Straight away back up in the air. Closer than the first time, but nonetheless we're back up in the air. Have a look at passenger view. Yep, look at that flip. Quite similar to the plane you saw at the start of the video actually. Weirdly similar. And we're back up in the air for another go. Before we do get back up for another go, just look in the cockpit. Overcorrection of the rudder certainly there for me didn't help, but that crosswind did catch me off guard. Alright, so here we go, coming into runway 27 left, London Heathrow. Third time lucky, will I pull it off? Well, hopefully yes I do, otherwise it would be a pretty boring video not being able to land. Wind was still consistent, but I kind of got the knack of it this time. I feel like you kind of need to come in, well, obviously need to come in a lot faster when you're battling a 70 knot headwind, and indeed because of this you want to come in a bit higher. The drawback of that is of course you have a much higher chance of floating or missing the threshold unless you literally slam it down into the runway. I reckon engineers in real life are going to be very busy today, all the hard landing checks they'll be having to do. But to be honest, despite what happens kind of at the end, it wasn't that bad. We're on the ground, let's see how the passengers saw it. Yeah, bit of a flip there, but we ease it off. There we go, getting those gears down. Does mean we use our right gear just before our left gear, which of course isn't great, putting all that weight onto one side of the aircraft. But we got down on the ground, I'm sure that's all they care about. And hey, for 2 go-arounds you're probably looking at maybe a 20-30 minute delay, so all ended well, I guess. As we taxi off towards the terminal, I'm sure the passengers are feeling very relieved. An exterior view. Yeah, it looks awesome, that looks so realistic, love it.
20.
Sweet, we're on the ground, you can see there we did kind of loop to one side of the aircraft, but the reversers quickly handled that. Beautiful, love it, American 787. Some footage also shows that in the cockpit very well. I'm sure the pilots were quite terrified at that point. Certainly not the nicest thing to see. Doesn't look as bad if I turned off track IR, but that does exaggerate it a bit, I guess. It was a great flight overall, very much enjoyed it, and nice to see we're on the ground. It's always nice to put yourself through challenges like this on Microsoft Flight Sim as opposed to your standard kind of hops. You know, I could have done a hop from Heathrow to Amsterdam in clear conditions, but let's face it, that's a bit boring. Certainly was a bit of fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and you're new around here, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you're a consistent and constant viewer, then thank you very much. It's always nice to see you guys sticking along with me. This video has been edited for your viewing pleasure, including a bit of camera shake, a bit of colour correction, stuff like that. So it's not straight out the box Microsoft Flight Sim, but aside from that, what you're looking at is a simulator. If the storm is near you in real life, if you're in the UK, then please stay safe. They're telling people to stay inside, so it's probably best you listen to that when the storm's at its worst, because there's a lot of trees and power lines falling outside. My power alone went off like 4 times when I was making and editing this video, which is greatly annoying, but I'm sure the least of people's problems. From me today, that is all. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Bye bye.